Hi, I'm going to be showing you how to submit a reimbursement for an open PO. So an open PO is a PO that's been made out to you personally for items that can be purchased such as Dollar Tree, Target, Walmart. We understand that there's certain times you may want to purchase items that may not be through an approved vendor because they may be cheaper, etc. And so we can do that. We still encourage you to obviously use our approved vendors when you need to, but Dollar Tree will not accept POs, and so as a result, we can do an open PO to you. An open PO must be requested through administration and processed through Escape. Escape is the system that we use to purchase all of our items and to approve them. And so you must have it approved through Escape prior to purchasing items. So please do not purchase any items prior to the secretary letting you know that your PO is open. It usually takes about 3 days to make sure that once you've said, could you please open a PO to me for this amount? Once your administrator has approved that, it usually takes about 3 days for it to run through the system and get final approvals. If you ever need to know the status of your PO, please talk to your secretary. A open PO, we are not to use that to have items shipped to you. So for example, Amazon. If you need to have an item shipped, they need to be purchased through a requisition instead of an open PO. An open PO is really to purchase items in a brick and mortar store, such as Dollar Tree, Target, Walmart, or other items that you may want to purchase in a local store. Please understand you cannot go over the amount of the PO. So if your purchase order is for $100, you cannot spend $120. You have to stay within that $100. We can't go over that amount. You must have the original receipts for the items purchased. You also have to make sure that any items that are on there are all for that purchase order. You cannot have personal items. Even a pack of gum cannot be on that receipt. So please make sure if you're doing shopping for yourself and for work that you have two separate transactions. You're going to be using an expense reimbursement form. Sometimes a mileage form, sometimes it's what we use. That's what people call it. For reimbursement after your purchase, and you have to include your receipts. If you have a large open PO, so maybe you might have one that's $200 or $300, you can submit several smaller reimbursements throughout the year. You don't have to submit one of them all at once. So for example, if you want to submit one for $50 and then another one for $100 and then a last one for another $50 later on in the year, you can submit multiple throughout the year. However, please just budget and make sure you're tracking your expenses so you don't go over the amount of your open PO. And then lastly, please just make sure you don't forget to sign your form when you go to submit your reimbursement form to your secretary. So let's go ahead and fill out a reimbursement form for an open PO. So when you go to find the mileage or expense form, it's going to be right here under the $sign. You're going to open that, and there's going to be several different forms. There may be a 20 or a 21. You want to use the current year form of when you purchased it. So because we're still coming out of 2020, we still have this form, but 21 would be the year. So you want to go ahead and open that form. And you're going to go ahead and fill out the information on the top of this form. So you're going to put your address, for your home, and then whatever date you're submitting the return, you want to put your home site. So for example, Olive Ranch. Now, right here, for those of you who do mileage, this would obviously be for your home to headquarters, but if you're not submitting mileage, you don't need to put that in. So let's just imagine that teacher Sally, that on February 13th, she went to Walmart and she spent, and we're going to put this in the other column, she spent $43.24. And you're going to want to go ahead and put Walmart, and it may be PBIS reinforcers. And then maybe she also went to the Dollar Tree and spent $18.24. So we're going to put Dollar Tree, and we'll put PBIS reinforcers. So that's really all. I don't know if she did that. Maybe she did that on the 18th. So you want to make sure all the information for the date, the amount, and the explanation of what is being purchased is there. Please make sure you put the store name so it matches the receipt that you may have. If you go to the bottom, it will actually show right here the total, and then it'll actually show the expenses right here. When you go to print this, please make sure that you sign this right here on the signature line. And you're also going to need to attach the original receipts. So we cannot accept copies. And if you lose your receipts, that will be a problem. So please make sure that you have your original receipts. And a lot of times original receipts are hard to always keep stapled to there. So my suggestion would be to tape them to a piece of paper. Because you're going to have to turn in your original receipts with that, you're going to have to submit the physical piece of paper. We can't accept scans, and so when you submit a open PO reimbursement, you will have to drop this off, or you're going to have to send it intra-office mail to your secretary. And so we'll have to have the cover sheet, which is the expense form, and then in addition, the receipts taped to that. If you have any questions, please make sure you talk to your secretary and or your coordinator, and we'll be happy to help you out. Thanks. Bye.